Pete's Garage. Today, round 3 on trying the transmission linkage. Alright, well, some days on Pete's Garage, you just have to go find parts. And today is no exception. Today we're headed to San Bernardino for the LKQ pick-a-parts. I normally don't go here because I don't like going into downtown San Bernardino, but there's no stopping me when I'm on a parts hunt, and they have several trucks that should have the parts that I need. So, here we go. I think this makes up for all the times I struck out in the junkyard. I was looking for a pump, a valve body, and a separator plate for a 700 R4. And wouldn't you know it, there's a 700 R4 sitting right on the ground. And now I have a pump and a separator plate and a valve body from an 88. Plus I got the shift linkage. This is good. This is good. I'm very happy. Well, that was both good and bad.
She's doing it.
I found everything I needed laying on the ground right next to the truck that I was going to. It's a shame that Pick Your Part has started charging too much money for used parts. They just tried to charge me more for 2 parts from inside the transmission than it would have cost me to buy the whole transmission. But I did get the valve body I needed, I did get the separator plate I needed, I did get the transmission linkage that I needed. So, from that perspective, everything is good. I did not get my transmission pump, but that was more of a nice to have than a need to have. So, oh well. Mostly a success. Sure glad I wasn't looking for interior parts. This is the shift lever that went on the 700 R4. If I'm not mistaken, it'll go on the transmission like that. That'll fit through. That should work. We'll see. All that effort for that. But first, I have to undo all the crap that I did last weekend, because none of this stuff worked. Sure looks pretty, doesn't work for crap. So, out it goes. think it's solved. So as it turns out, the first kit that I bought with the solid rod worked. It doesn't let me get all the way into first gear, but that's not a limitation of the kit, it's a limitation of my column. The reason why I was getting binding was because it pulled that rod too far into the shift lever. And so when it came over to there, it was actually trying to bend and it was all bound up. I spaced it out and suddenly everything is good. The shifter works fine. It goes back and forth from parked to the gears, and everything is good. So I'm gonna call that fixed. So this kit that I bought was the Locar 1811, and it's just a shift linkage rod. I did have to bend it to make it around the firewall. You can see the bends and how the rod is all set up there. And it is at its max length. There's jam nuts, thank God, because it's only on 1 or 2 threads at each end of the rod. But with the jam nuts tight, it should never let go. So, and it's all the way at the end of the shift lever. But yeah, there, fixed. All right then.